Good. How are y'all?
Good,
Thanks
for
joining us.
Yep. How was practice day?
It was good. We stacked days. We got better.
Yep. What's the mood like with the guys this week?
I feel like it's been the same as day one. We're trying to get better discipline, working small things.
Coach Traylor told us a couple days ago just kind of falling out of conference title contention could potentially rattle the group. Have you seen the guys kind of respond or maybe set new goals?
Personally, I thought they responded well because I kind of expected the same thing, just kind of human nature to an extent. But, I mean, they came here and they practiced well today and yesterday, so it's good to see that, the discipline and focus on these guys.
Do you guys talk about different goals with the championship kind of out of the picture, or how do you refocus on that part of it now?
I feel like one thing that's helped us, it wasn't really ever just a goal-oriented thing. It was just more of a standard, just the way we play and just, I guess, living up to what we do here. So, like, regardless of the outcome, just how it looks is more of a thing that we're looking for.
When you look back at that game at USF, what are the big takeaways or things that you guys are pulling from that?
Discipline, mental toughness, things like that. Just being able to play when the obstacles are in your way and things like that, getting over things like that for sure.
Coach mentioned mental toughness in terms of the defensive physicality and things like that, or even just playing on the road and trying to have more success there. Yeah. How much of a challenge, how much of a conversation has that been from the coaches this week about the mental toughness component?
I wouldn't even say it's too different. I feel like that's been a consistent conversation every week. So it's definitely always harped on and something that we're going to try to be intentional about for sure.
What does it take to bounce back from that? Be ready to go for Charlotte?
Mental toughness, man. You just got to turn the page. That's really all it boils down to every time.
You guys are a pretty big favorite in that matchup. How do you sort of avoid maybe overlooking them or thinking that that's going to be an easy game for you all?
I overlook stuff like all the outside noise. We're worried about just practice and stacking days and trying to be the best us we can be when we go and hop on that plane.
What do you see on film for Charlotte?
Good team. They work well together. Like every other team in this conference, they're great. And if you don't come to play, you'll get disappointed.
What do you think's going on with the team on the road games? Is it just kind of a combination of things?
Discipline, mental toughness. I mean, we have the components. We've always had the pieces. Just, the pieces aren't fitting together, and that'll cause some problems. So, yeah, just, I guess, locking in on the guys next to you and trusting those guys.
Is there anything you can do differently in terms of how you approach, whether it's preparation or game day, to try to get a better result on the road? Like anything that comes to mind?
As a team or personally?
Both.
I feel like there's always more you can do. I feel like the mental aspect is super big, so I just feel like the smaller things that may be overlooked are not as serious as others. If you take these things more serious, I feel like it will carry over for sure. So just whatever you can do to, I guess, really sharpen your mental focus, I feel like that will definitely help the team as a whole.
It has been kind of a crazy last month for you guys, from Rice to North Texas to Tulane to South Florida. How do you guys handle kind of the emotional swings that you guys have gone through?
Keep them emotions. Emotions come and go. Just make sure that we stay on the path we're on, like the standard that we're chasing.
Is there any sort of impact of going through a stretch like that where it's so up and down? What does that do for the group?
I mean, it's not happy. It's not a good feeling when you lose. I mean, it feels all right when you're winning, but I mean, even when you win or lose, I feel like it's always the best to turn the page and start working on that next situation and facing things that didn't go well, even if we did win. So I say it's just ball. We're just moving on, stacking days.
Do you do anything as a leader to kind of try to keep the guys level, or to make sure that they follow that kind of process?
I try to keep a pulse, you feel me? So I'm a guy in the locker room. It's easier to get a pulse on the team when you're around these guys a lot more in a more intimate way, So, if I see things that I feel like might rise in question mark, that's a conversation I'll have for sure. But like I said, to be honest, I mean, I feel like we're pretty good, as far as team camaraderie. Like, we're still in this thing, so we'll be fine.
One of the things that's been talked about this week was just the physicality against USF. How did you assess, sort of from the defensive perspective, how you guys did or didn't bring that to the level you would want to?
We have a really high standard here. So, when we don't uphold that standard, it definitely does, I guess, suck a bit. But, I mean, there's only one way you can assess that situation, is just to go watch film and, make corrections and, have enough discipline and mental toughness to fix that this upcoming week.
What does it take to get, do you think about their quarterback or like the running back in North Texas, guys with that kind of size, what does it take to get them to the ground at a higher level than what you've done so far?
Make plays. This game is making plays. If you can't make the play, somebody else will have to. So I guess just trusting that guy next to you, running to the ball and effort, things like that. So situations do happen. You have your team backing you up. So.
Okay, how important is it to get to bowl eligibility to reach that 6-1 mark?
pretty. It'd be nice. I mean, it's a blessing. I mean, it's what I've noticed too, especially being an older guy now. You know, this football career is limited for sure, way more limited than I feel like any other sport. So I just be more intentional about the games I play and really giving it my all. So any extra games I can get, I'm gonna take them for sure, for sure.
What are the challenges of sort of approaching the physicality at this stage of the season? Whether it's, you don't want to overwork in practice and get worn down, but you also want to be kind of training that part of the game. How do you kind of balance that?
I mean, other than that, obviously, like the physical standpoint of lifting, making sure we're maintaining our body so we can uphold that physical toughness. Like I said from the jump, a lot of this mental toughness. You have to want to go hit to hit. You can have the means to do it, but if you don't go do it, it doesn't matter much.
Tai, what do you think we'll see out of the Roadrunners this weekend?
A lot of corrections and progress. So, that triangle hasn't changed since game one. So, we're so looking forward to trying to uphold that.
All right, Tai, appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah.